Night Elf versus Undead on Shallow Grave, everybody. This is something that I did not expect as game 1, but let's dive into it. The first Back to Warcraft game on patch 1.35 with a dual cast and Grinchy and Forkxx. What the hell? Ah, there we go. Everything takes a little bit of time, but there we are. Grinchy on the left-hand side is the Night Elf, Forkxx as the Undead, and now I'm really curious if Forkxx has enough mana to coil Nova Grinchy.
I wonder, right? I mean, he could always buy 12 mana pots. That's what Undead seem to do nowadays. So we'll see. How's the paranoia, Neil? Are you worried that everything is going to break randomly with the new overlays and everything? Not that it's going to do anything in game. For me, I'm always terrified when there's a new thing implemented. I'm like, oh, okay, I got to go in game and hope my entire computer doesn't just crash immediately. I don't say it too often, but that's what's going to my mind most of the time when I'm the one with OBS open.
Now we didn't change anything in game, so
yeah.
I'm fairly confident in what we did. We got a lot of subs, by the way. Man-Chan, thank you for the 5 gifties. Absolutely amazing. Skimitar, thank you for the 13-month resub. Hey, Neo. Hey, Carson. Nice overlay. Have a good one. Qbert, thank you, Jack, for the 29-month resub. Emerald with a 38-month resub. X7 Tech with a 4-month. Hooray for new patch. Bring out the humans. Tombox 39 and Philip with 30 euros.
Thank you guys. Very much appreciate the support. Did you fix your zoom? Because for me, I have to relock my zoom, but I can't do it in game. Fun.
I think I'm fine.
Because I move with mouse 3 a lot, so like when the zoom isn't locked, it really screws me up. So good thing we don't have my point of view right now.
Fine. So the first little disappointment, it's not a demon hunter, Carson. Where's the immolation?
Not a man of the people, Grinchy.
I mean,
man of the people.
He kinda is.
Yeah, that's true. He kind of really is. Come on, man. Treants? We don't need to see any more treants. We've seen enough of those. But hey, maybe Demon Hunter second, Immolation second. Maybe that's the meta that Grinchy's going to set today. Yeah,
maybe for the people who didn't tune in too much or didn't tune into our patch reviews, what changed? Unholy Aura is weaker on level 2 and 3. Undead expansions take longer. Statues give more experience and provide way less mana. Disease Cloud is weaker because it doesn't last that long. Only the DK ultimate is stronger.
Yeah, and is relevant in most matchups nowadays because it just tends to be a very high XP. You know, in the past, it wasn't always that Undead players would prioritize getting level 3 on their Death Knight, level 3 on their Lich before pushing. You know, there would be a lot of straight, like, level 1 harass, remembering back to Aura first in this matchup, remembering back to, like, harassing the expansion on level 1 Death Knight against Human, things like that. But nowadays, there's a lot more of a priority on creeping and early levels, and then even a lot of the time staying on 2 heroes. The DK Ultimate could be actually relevant. We might even see it today. We could even see it in this game.
Okay, let's see if you're right. On the Night Elf side of things, Entangle is a little weaker on level 2 and a lot weaker on level 3. Demon Hunter Immolation, of course, might be the skill of the patch. Talons in crow form can attack destroyers now. That's the change I am most excited about. Bears have less mana in the beginning, which should give them less rejuvenation. And is that it?
Close to it.
I think so.
Yeah. I think the crow form thing, obviously when you think about air units, you're just going to be thinking about the Fairy Dragon Hippogriff style that has had a lot of success in like the last 6 months against Undead. But when I think of the crow form, I think it's going to make honestly bears stronger. The what was once the bear Hippogriff army, I think could now be potentially the bear Talon army, just because I've talked about this in the past. The fact that Hippogriffs are melee, it makes it a lot easier to kite and then web the forward Hippogriffs and then just kill them and then continue kiting. Whereas if you have crow form Talons, then you can actually keep them over top of your bears, so you can't be kited as easily. If the Talons can attack, then the bears can attack, and the Undead can't really kite you for the entire game. So it might make bear Talon an actual strat.
Ooh, that would be interesting. Then we come to a change that I forgot about Undead, because Dog Ritual has a longer cooldown, which means that you can't Nova so much in combination, of course. with the statue nerf as well. And that's impactful because of Nova against Talons, possibly, so you can reach them. I'm kinda unsure if these builds are all refined or not, and if we'll see them here in the first round match. But man, this matchup, I'm so excited about it.
Yeah, for sure. This might be one of the most changed matchups, for sure. But so far, looks pretty much unchanged. I mean, Grinchy got his expo up early, Demon Hunter second. He's going to go into double lore, probably Mass Dryads, the typical stuff we expect to see from players like Foggy. And for Forkxx, not going tier 3 yet. He's got a whole lot of gold. Whole lot of gold right now.
Oh yeah, where is the macro? Here's the tier 3. Fiend transition into Slaughterhouse. Gold's safe to the side, that's all you need to do, but he has to be aggressive at some point, and he delayed the Lich by quite a bit. Still is. There we go.
There it is.
We have to mention Alta Heroes, 25 gold cheaper now.
Right, yeah, which somewhat relevant, I suppose. I wonder, who does that help the most?
Well,
I don't know, maybe one base human or something like that?
Ooh, one base human?
They're all very starved for gold on one base human, whereas the other races, they kind of have a little bit of leniency, it feels like. I don't think there's too many precise build orders. Like, Night Elf always has 5,000 gold, so...
Come on! I think Night Elf Heroes also often comes from the Tavern, so they are still the same. So that's a little Night Elf... Not in this case, but if you go for a Panda or a Tinker or something.
Yeah, I am surprised that Panda hasn't seen any nerfs, because it's a Tavern hero, and it's pretty much good in like every situation and every matchup at this point. Like, it's one of the most common heroes, and every race is playing it sometimes.
Yeah, Carson is playing Panda in Human Mirror.
Of course, I love Panda in Human Mirror. It's great. You can kill farms. Who wouldn't want to kill farms?
Oh man, I almost sent you a screenshot about a Reddit post where someone said that farms are the most useless supply providing building, but I didn't want to give you a heart attack, so...
I should have just commented, "Oh my god, ...
Exactly.
I'll find it later. And I'll give him the real opinion he should have.
Boy. You'll probably be banned from Reddit.
Yep. Oh, we didn't skill coil level 2 there. So this Fiend might actually die. Okay, no, he's going to have to use 2 coils for it, though.
Oops. And here
Oopsie-doopsie.
is the new mana regen. Well, at the moment it's healing, but you'll see the mana regen soon.
He's PC microing a little bit. So it's going to be very, very relevant in these situations. The early tier 2 where you're just trying to do a lot with only your heroes. And Grinchy might be able to kill a Fiend, but he's going to have to staff back. I mean, all he's trying to do is buy time and space for Forkxx and creeping. But Forkxx has hit tier 3, and the timing is, albeit a little bit late, he should be able to push in about the next 30-40 seconds.
All right, let's see if he picks up a Naga or not. The ghouls are all healthy, waiting for the Frenzy. That's all cute. Moves back, gets the orb. Some things never change.
Yeah, and, you know, people are going to be... It's always hard to figure out new strats. I mean, people practice the same strats for such a long time, and then just to be able to, when there's a new patch, you know, start playing something entirely different is something really only the top players can do and do it well. So it'll be a while. I feel like, you know, when you're not a top player, you have to sort of see a pro play a new strat before you're ballsy enough to try it out yourself. So I would expect most of the, you know, not... you know, top 3 seeds of this tournament to be playing pretty much standard.
All right.
As standard as we expected in the last patch, at least.
Yep. So far, so standard indeed. Dark Ranger third.
All right, not too bad. I mean, there's at least not a lot of Dryads yet. It's mostly archers, really, in this army. Heal Scroll used for Grinchy. Replenishment Potion, and there's the Town Portal. AP will go down. Actually, Forkxx didn't think he was going to be able to break this expo with how his macro went earlier, but this is a scary push.
Let's go! With the Frenzy ready, with the Nova ready. But it's all about the Undead mana here, and he's blasting through it. Maybe Undeads have to be a little more conservative, because that was the last coil. He does have the big mana potion on the Lich currently, but that might be changed soon. Hello to the Demon Hunter, but yeah, especially with the burns and the nerf on the statues, good luck, Forkxx.
Yeah, I feel like Macro's sort of been the story of this game. Grinchy's his lures are really late. His Dryad count should be higher. He's doing a good job of, you know, like you said, burning that through that mana. The greater mana was already used on the Lich. It must have been used on the Lich.
Yep.
And now the Novas are good, but the Death Knight only has nearly 1 coil left, and Grinchy has a little bit of Moonwells and at least 1 potion left in that shop currently.
All right, let's see if Grinchy can hold on. Supply looks good for him. Forkxx has a lot of gold. Not building anything at the moment. And that was... Okay, 1 more Nova. That's the mana. Fiends are falling rather quickly. Destro up, but no bears to be seen anywhere. That's a good practice for Grinchy's next round opponent, of course, which will be happy.
Oh, yeah, for sure. He's going to have to probably do this all over again if he's able to defeat Forkxx here. And seems like he will at least be holding for now. 1 Destro, 1 Ghoul left. So this is the stage. If Happy does not break the Expo, if Forkxx was happy here, he tends to just start power creeping. Try to get that DK up to 5, that Lich up to 5, and then just play the economic game, not through a second base, but just through way more creeps. Because Undead does have that advantage in this situation of being able to creep faster.
Okay, he does buy a potion of mana. With the bank he has, I do agree with that. But yeah, in general, doesn't look too great for Forkxx. Brazil in tears after the first round. By the way, congrats to Pato, whose birthday is today.
I feel like there's a lot of birthdays in the past couple of days. Wasn't it Side's birthday yesterday?
2 days ago. Yesterday was Yaw's birthday.
Right. It's so many birthdays, I feel like.
January, man. Busy month.
Yeah, apparently.
Remo's birthday is also in 6 days.
Nice. It's my singer's birthday on Monday as well.
Cool.
By the way, I did message Soro and Mr. Winner to see if we can get that game name if it times out well, because Cass or Soro, whatever the hell you want to call him, tends to do some interesting strategies, and Mr. Winner, of course, one of the goats. So.
And Human is playable now.
Yep, exactly.
The rise of Mr.
Winner was
Winner.
always a believer. He was always a believer of the human race.
Of course, never switched away.
Yep.
But first we have to
away from a lot of things, to be fair.
Thank you, Kevin, for gifting a sub to Rillian. Rillian? Someone.
Yeah, Rillian. Alright, AP is going down. This is, of course, where that statue mana is super duper impactful. You need to keep pushing here. You need to force, you know, Wisps to repair, Wisps to be killed, that expansion to do anything but mining for Grinchy, and if you run out of mana, you pretty much run out of steam as the Undead.
Alright, let's see if these 3 Fiends and the 3 Heroes can do something. A little bit of Nova, Silence. Interesting to see Silence against the mana burn. Grinchy also not dispelling it for the longest time. That's some damage done.
To do that. Yeah, I guess it's just not an interaction you're so used to doing. You're not used to a Demon Hunter being silenced, and then, you know, especially in this sort of a matchup nowadays. So I guess he's just not thinking about that. But the mana burn still lands regardless. Death Knight, if he gets mana burn, will have no coils left. But again, Forkxx not looking too bad here.
I agree. If the Demon Hunter stays alive, though, that can be a turnaround, because now mana is empty. Fiends very, very close to the Dryads, and the other group of Dryads goes for the Destro. That's a big kill. Dryads mostly stay alive, and Grinchy still on 2 bases, still fighting.
Can't help but think that Forkxx might have been able to stay there. He might have lost all of his Fiends, but as long as he has the 3 heroes, that's pretty much all you need to deal with the Dryads, and Grinchy is up by 10 supply, but 8 of that is in Druids of the Claw on their way out. So if Forkxx had stayed there, I think he might have been able to maybe not win the game, but probably kill the whole army, maybe break the expansion.
Maybe I was a little insecure without mana. I can see that. In 16 XP, we'll see the impact on Unholy Aura, because then the nerf gets implemented. Level 1 unchanged, level 2 and 3 did change and gets nerfed. And Grinchy on a solid way with 4/4. Lots of Dryads. Redo soon. Tier 3 done. Then we get an Orb. Looks stable to me.
Second Flute of Accuracy. He's already got the 1, though. I mean, +1 damage. I mean, that's just an automatic win on those Dryads, I think, Neil.
I mean, he can build the Scarband, maybe.
Yeah, for sure. I don't get that reference.
I think I do. Come on, I can see Grinchy with a fedora and checked shoes and stuff.
Sure, yeah. Speaking of Ska, the guy from the specials died like last week, didn't he?
Yeah, rest in power.
R.I.P. A lot of people dying recently.
But not Warcraft 3, Carson.
Nope, not Warcraft 3. I mean, at least for now, until the patch breaks the whole game. We'll see if that happens.
It didn't.
Not yet. Not yet. I'm always a pessimist, so I'm waiting for it.
I have faith.
I have faith in Forkxx this game as well. He's still not looking too bad. We get to see the impact of the disease cloud soon enough, which is going to, I think, impact this sort of a game the most of all. Maybe like late mid-game versus human. Disease cloud could be pretty impactful as well, but
it's nerfed now.
First try's the most, yeah.
That's a 30 damage less, I think.
Mm-hmm.
If I remember this correctly.
Yeah,
and here,
big deal.
The expansion that takes a little longer on the side of Forkxx.
Yeah, and
so slow.
Will be scouted immediately, but not easily canceled. The lab is crept out, so that could be something that you could think about. Also going for a single Chim Roost for a single Abomination. Might not be the best choice, but there's no web, so... Oh, and there's the AP to deal with that Haunted Gold Mine. Wonder what will come up first.
Well, you see, the Undead expansion with the 10-second nerf will never get finished. I think, lore-wise, would it make sense if Wisps could just dispel Haunted Gold Mines? Because they get rid of magic, and if you haunt a gold mine, it is magic, isn't it?
Is it magic? I guess it is magic. Are Acolytes sorcerers?
Yeah. I do think so. I mean, they summon buildings.
That's true. Summoning magic? I guess it is,
Of course. Right? What else would it be?
Necromancy. Is that magic as well?
I think so too.
All right. I tentatively agree. For now.
Chat, should Wisps be able to detonate undead buildings? Yes or no in the chat now.
Now. And now. Hello, Lotto. How's it going? Thanks for 28 months. How you doing?
Yoo-hoo. Look what they did to my poor little MGs. Remo says is a buff.
What was the change? Remind me, please.
On tier 2, they get 2 more armor, but the upgrade, Hardened Skin, is a little weaker.
Right. Yeah, 2 armor is quite good. It's quite a bit. I mean, we'll have to see how it plays out. I mean, maybe that what's that 4 Mountain Giant expansion break timing from Foggy? Maybe that could be a little better.
Exactly, 4 MG rush.
Yeah, because you can hit it before the Hardened Skin finishes. And
right
then,
on.
Still have strong Mountain Giants.
And humans were crying for 2 years straight now that their Spellbreaker should get 1 armor back, and Mountain Giants get 2 armor back. That should render them almost impossible to kill.
Pretty much. I mean, at least they can't steal the wolf. I don't care if they have 10 armor. Just don't steal my wolves. At least let my Farseer do something. That's all I want. Just something.
Because Chain Lightning is so bad. Anyways, we gotta fight, ladies and gentlemen. That Abomination not spreading the disease for much longer. The Destro! Oh no, now he can't dispel the Entangle anymore.
Demon Hunter on his way to level 5. Rejuve over the push of invulnerability before the bear goes down. That's quite nice. A-Bomb goes down, but it's already spread all the disease. Oh. Death Knight push invulnerability. Still has a Healthstone. No nuke for the Keeper, else that would have been a forced town portal. And honestly, there's a decent number of Fiends. If the DK stays healthy, once this last bear is gone, all the Dryads could fall quite easily.
Demon Hunter.
77 against 52.
I think the Demon Hunter's just tearing everything to shreds. Look at this DK. Look at the boy go down. Grinchy with this Demon Hunter taking over. Again, no dispel, but oh, you might be right with these Dryads, though. He had a big bank. DK is back, and it's hunting season.
Yeah, where is all the supply for Grinchy? He just built 2 bears. He has a Chim somewhere.
Yeah. And
a second Chim on the way. Yeah, this does not look like 79 supply. And Forkxx is going forward. And Grinchy. Okay, if he heals up, he's going to have just a way, way better army, Grinchy. But yeah, he should have stopped that fight. He just did not have his whole army with him.
Sometimes you get a little bloodthirsty. I can understand that with a Demon Hunter like this. Oh, he didn't pass the claws. That's would have been even better. But yeah, Riju apparently still castable, unlike what all the other Night Elves say.
Yeah, Night Elf's still playable. It's not as though you get kicked out of the game as soon as it starts. So, a good start. Good start to the patch.
I think so too. Lawlight won a game today and lost 2. Not the greatest start, but doable. But I have a little bit of an issue because I look at the upper right into our overlay and I don't see the web upgrade.
Yeah, and there's more and more chims out now. What is that? A third on the way soon.
Yep.
I think more than 2 is probably 1 too many, and then 2 more than 2 is probably 2 too many, and so on and so on. But without web, they could definitely kill the statues. At least, I mean, they're not gonna do much to the fiends, but.
Alrighty. Let's see how this fight goes then. A whoopin' 30 supply lead. And roar and upgrades on the Chimeras with 1-3. Yeah, the ThaGrinchy is the caretaker, and these fiends, man, they've been taken care of.
Yeah, that's 83 versus 54, and the other expansion's soon to be mining for Grinchy. This expansion is going to be broken for Forkxx, and it was a decent game. There was many fights that Forkxx did win and could have come closer to winning as well, but it seems like it might be the end unless he can get a hero kill.
Yeah, and now we got no mana anymore either. Just an invo potion, but DK right clicks, they don't matter that much. Fiends disappearing in seconds, and from here on out, it's basically A-click territory, but Grinchy micros it nicely. Destroyer killed, and here is Tranquility. And there's no way to stop him, because the Dark Ranger is dead already. GG! And the ThaGrinchy Uno wins the first 1.35 game on Back to Warcraft.
Yeah, we didn't get to see the DK ultimate, but got to see the Keeper ultimate at the end, and I got to see the end screen there. Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's bugged. I mean,
it bugged?
The post-game thing is bugged.
Said Grinchy one for me. Oh, you mean the analysis screen?
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, because I just saw the little stinger thing.
The stinger thing is sweet, right? It's sweet.
Yeah, it's very cool. Very cool.